What this is all about.
This video is brought to you by the Greater San Diego Association of Realtors and the San Diego Daily Transcript.
Hi everybody, George Chamberlain here, Executive Editor for the Daily Transcript, and it's time once again for The Scoop, brought to you by the Greater San Diego Association of Realtors, recording this on the 9th of June already, 2014. As always, great to talk with Leslie Kilpatrick. She is the current president of SDAR. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, George.
You've been on the road a lot lately, huh?
Absolutely have. Absolutely have.
We're going to talk about that in just a second, but one of the things we do with The Scoop is kind of bring everybody up to speed on the markets here in San Diego County, and we're looking at it from two perspectives, obviously sales, and the other is on price. And they are a tale of two different cities, and it is the old expression goes. Let's talk about the sales.
Yes, on the sales, we had a decrease in the number of sales, 14.3% decrease on detached over the previous month. And from a year ago, we're down almost 30%, 29.7%. So the number of sales is down.
And then as far as attached housing is concerned?
25% decrease, 25.9 over the prior month, and 26.7 over the prior year.
Now, lest we scare anybody, Leslie, let's explain what this is all about. And it comes down to one word, doesn't it?
Yes, we have issues with inventory, although it is coming up, and we're happy to see that, and the price has gone up.
Yeah, let's get into the price situation, because that's something we've been seeing trend. Maybe the increases weren't as much, but they still continue to be increases.
You know, they're not dramatic increases, but we have hit a milestone of $500,000 on the median price point, and the last time that happened was in November of 2007. So that is indeed a milestone. We have seen the listings increase a little bit, and then anecdotally, I can tell you we're starting to see some of the contingent on the sale of another property deals come together. A person who's downsizing up, going up in size of property or location. So we're starting to put those transactions together. They're tricky logistically in this environment, but they are beginning to occur. And we hope this is a market that's seeking a sustainable equilibrium.
You know, maybe on a future edition of The Scoop, we can talk about the other side of the equation, the Prop 60, Prop 90 situation with people who are over 55 and sell a home, and how they can benefit property tax-wise if things work out for them.
Absolutely. Love to do that.
Let's do that sometime, that's for sure. All right, I mentioned you've been on the road a lot, both at the state level and at the national level. And, you know, it comes back to a lot of things. You're one of the things about SDAR and all the other associations in the country is that they're out there fighting for the rights of homeowners. And there's always some legislation, it seems, out there trying to sabotage that. So what were some of the things that you saw this time?
So we were in Sacramento, and then we went on to Washington, D.C. a short week later. At the state level, we have many concerns, but one of them is the possible re-engineering of Prop 13.
Sure.
And changes and that could go on there. That's a slippery slope we definitely don't want to go down, and we think Prop 13 was one of the best things that ever happened for California, and we'd like to keep that. We're continually also looking at point-of-sale mandates, transfer taxes and fees that are attached to the transfer of real estate that we try to protect from occurring. The status of realtors as independent contractors is often on the table, so there are many issues there. Nationally, there were three key points: reforming the secondary mortgage market to provide certainty in U.S. housing, preserving the mission and purpose of FHA, and finally, preserving real estate-related tax policies, probably the most important one.
You know, what's interesting about this is that these all take time.
Yes.
Nothing happens quickly in Sacramento. Nothing happens quickly in Washington, D.C.
But housing is always on the table, and things like the mortgage interest deduction, the deductibility of property taxes, the extension of the mortgage debt relief, and finally keeping that 1031 tax-deferred exchange, those are very important issues for us.
And so one of the key efforts at SDAR is the Government Affairs Office. You have a great team of people, a great staff there. And there are times when there is a call to action that is necessary, and you have a way of getting realtors involved in this process.
Exactly. At the Realtor Party, we like to call ourselves, you know, there are a number of things you can do. First of all is vote. So voting is very important, and we have seen recently that not everyone's voting.
That's for sure.
Secondly is investing in our Realtor Party, but third is acting. And we have these calls for action. You can get them on your mobile phone. When a hot issue is up to vote in D.C. or in Sacramento, you can log on, press a button, and send an email about your position to your congressperson or representative in the State House. And another quick idea for everyone is every time you place someone in a home, every time you place them in the home either as a tenant or as a new buyer, give them a change of voter registration. Remind them to vote.
That's a great point.
You know, the key is we must protect home ownership and we must protect private property rights, because you and I know what that can do for families. Sometimes that's the first time somebody starts itemizing their taxes,
right.
The first time they start thinking about investing, the first time they start getting involved in their retirement plans. It's really critical.
You bring up a great point. When you boil it all down, it comes to property rights. And that's what SDAR, you as a professional, as the president of the group, constantly fight for. And it's a fight that you have to keep up.
Well, thanks for letting us speak about it here.
All right. Good to see you again, as always, Leslie. And again, that call to action program through SDAR is a great one. You can get all the information on the website here, sdar.com, and take advantage of all of that. Leslie Kilpatrick, president of the Greater San Diego Association of Realtors. I'm George Chamberlain. Have a good week.